Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And this is our yarn, crochet, chat, repeat episode where we're just going to sit here and chat about all things crochet, yarn, and the like. And so come on in, grab your coffee. What's in your cup? I want to know. I have hot coffee, just poured it with some half and half, and I really need it this morning. Oh my goodness. Let's see who's here this morning. Hi, Blair. How are you this morning? I hope that you're having a great day and a great week and getting ready for the weekend. Whoop, whoop. And aloha, Naomi, my dear, sweetest friend. How are you today? I hope that you're having a great day. And I hope that you had a great week and getting ready for the weekend. The weekend. Woo woo. And Michelle, good morning to you, my friend. How are you? It is good to see you. And I hope that you are having a great week and a great weekend coming up. And so, y'all tell me, what is in your cup? What is in your cup? And look, we've got some good news this morning. Good news. Hooked by Blair. She says, I hit 100 subs during my live last night. Yay! Congratulations. Woo woo. These are fireworks. Woo woo. Good to see you. And you know what? Let me tell you, Naomi, yesterday you asked throwing yarn in your window. I never knew that that meant I'm subscribing to you. I just thought that was like, hey, friend, here's some yarn. Go crochet. What do I know? And so thanks for asking that very important question because I had no idea that it meant I'm subscribing. And I've been throwing yarn in people's window that I've been subscribed to. So that's kind of weird. Blair, you are very welcome. I'm so excited for you. 100 subscribers. That is amazing. Amazing. Oh my goodness. So that coffee really feels good on my throat. I am so glad that it is nice and hot. It just got made. It's a little strong because I poured it before all the coffee got made. So that's the strong coffee, but you know what? It tastes good to me. It all tastes good to me. So learning occurred yesterday. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. You know it, Naomi. You know it. I was like, I never knew that. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. How are you? Oh, what a morning, right? Doesn't it feel good here this morning? Oh my goodness. So Naomi says she has coffee. Oh, whoa, yay. And let's see. Our temperature right now it's 55, but in the night it had gotten down to 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And I had my window cracked so you could get some fresh air in. And you know what? In the middle of the night, so I sleep with a sheet and a light quilt, right? That Aunt Rowena made for Dorn and I. Dorn's Aunt Rowena. And I had to get my other quilt that my mom made years and years ago that I love. I had to get that quilt out and put it on top of the other quilt because my legs were cold. And so, isn't that a great day? Oh my gosh, like when you just snuggle down and it felt so good. My feet weren't out of the covers, they were in, and I was feeling so warm. My little kitty snuggled up with me right here so she could stay warm. And the boy kitty, he was on top of Doran's chest so he could stay warm. Anyway, we have cuddle kitties at night. And sure, Blair, yes, it is okay. It is okay. Definitely. Yay. Oh, Blair. And Yes, Naomi has coffee. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, so the weather got so nice and cool. I have the window in my kitchen. We crack that during the day. And yeah, so it's just like, and then in the living room, we open that full on during the day and just let some fresh air in. It's so nice. I love this time of year when we can just have fresh air and we don't have to run the AC. And yeah, it is really, really good. Aha. Thank you, Blair. Thank you, Blair. And Michelle says, my usual decaf tea with milk. Yum, yum. When I was little, I was hooked on hot tea, right? So, oh, thank you. So this says, tis the season. And look, it's season for football, pumpkin spice latte, and all things fall. The only thing missing on here are apples. And, it's like pumpkin spice has taken over all the apples, but in the fall, apples used to be the thing, like apple pie spice, apple cider, hot apple cider, all of the things like that. And I love apples. So the only thing missing on this shirt is an apple. So, Michelle, when I was a kid, I loved hot tea. I liked iced tea too, but I loved hot tea. And even though like nobody in my family drank tea, my mom always kept tea bags in the house because you never knew. If a neighbor came over and they wanted some hot tea, you had it, right? So I got, I remember this one day I was drinking hot tea and we had these little dainty coffee cups, right? And so I was making tea in those cups. And then I would put sugar and milk in there. Well, I was a kid, okay? So, you want sugar in there. And I made it so sweet and it was so good. And I would take it out on the porch. And like my mom and the neighbors were out on the porch. It was evening time or afternoon or whatever, And I'd drink my tea, but I would like drink it, go, go, go. And I'd go run and make some more. Because all I had I had hot water on the stove. So I'd just pour it. This was before microwaves, right? Because microwaves didn't come in for that I was aware of for public purchase. Well, until the 80s, I think. It was the 80s, maybe even the late 70s. I don't know. But yeah, we didn't have a microwave. Um, my mom didn't have a microwave until she moved to Florida. I don't even remember the first microwave that she bought. I remember the first microwave I bought. It was in, I think, 1986, and it was from Sears, and it was expensive. Those microwaves were expensive back then. It was like $400 for a microwave. And, I didn't, so one went on sale, and the appliance lady, the appliance salesperson, she kept an eye out and she found one and it was on sale. And so we saved up our money and we got it. And it was huge. It was huge. One Thanksgiving, I cooked a whole Thanksgiving turkey in there because the manual said I could, and I did. And it was good. It was really good. But that was back in the day. I bought one of those turkey cook oven bags, right? And I put paprika and spices all over my turkey, and I stuck it in that turkey bag and I microwaved it. And we had microwaved turkey for Thanksgiving that year. And I can't believe I was like, I'll make the turkey. And, and we went over to my mom's house. And I remember my Aunt Dottie's husband, Bob, he was like, I never had a microwave turkey before. I never even heard of a microwave turkey for Thanksgiving before. But it was moist because it was cooked in that bag. Anyway, I I wouldn't recommend it today. I totally wouldn't, because those microwave bags, or the cooking bags, they're plastics and, VOCs and all that other stuff. You don't want that. But this was 1986 or 87. I think it was 86. And, back then we were fearless back then, right? We did all kinds of things. Who knew? Who knew? Ooh, Michelle says, I had an apple for breakfast, LOL. Honeycrisp is my favorite. Honeycrisp apples are delicious. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Mm. Naomi says, I love fall and hot tea as well. And yeah, boy, I just like went on a mind twister back to 1986. That's crazy. That's crazy. Good morning, Thrifty Crocheter. Good morning to you, Thrift. How are you? I hope that you had a great week, and I hope that you are going to have a great weekend. Yes. Ah, Rachel. Thrifty Crocheter must be Rachel. I got to get these names. Let's see. 1986 was when I bought my microwave. We used all the money from the wedding to buy it. It still works. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Mine probably would still work, except I made a couple moves and we didn't need it. So I think we gave it away. I don't know. But yeah, mine was huge and it probably would still work today if it was taken care of. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Tanya. They were they were expensive back then. It was a new product on the market and they could get away with that. There were some $600-700 microwaves. Now this microwave it had a probe, so you could put it in your food and it would automatically shut off when it got to whatever temp you set. So like if you were microwaving a roast, or a chicken, or whatever it was, and you set the time on it, it would like smart cook or something like that. My microwave was so big, it had a rack in the middle so that you could put two things in it. Isn't that crazy? It was a metal rack. So they really did make things to last back then. They really did. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that funny? So funny. Anyway, that's funny, Tanya, that we both got a microwave the same year. Oh, me. Well, oh, me. Oh, everybody say good morning to Carl. Carl's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed right now, as you can see. He's still catatonic. He's still wishing that he could be sleeping, but no, you're on air, Carl. So say good morning. Come on, wake up a little bit. I think he has toothpicks in his eyes holding them open. Yeah, I think that's what's happening there. Oh my goodness. So remember the hat that I was making that was the white and pink checker hat? I finished it and I want to show it to you. Okay. So here it is in all its glory, the white and pink checker hat. And it fits, and because I had to try it on because this is my design, right? So I had to try it on. And it fits, and the pink is much more brilliant than what's showing up. It's a neon pink. So if you can imagine neon pink. And so yeah, this is the hat. And I'm loving it. Naomi says, good morning, Carl. Carl says, good morning back. Anyway, I'm really liking this hat. And so I think I will do the tutorial for it sometime this century. And yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. This was fun, but and it was not hard once I wrapped my mind around carrying all the yarn all the way around, right? So anyway, yeah. Um, you need one of those in your life? Oh my goodness. Yeah. It wasn't hard to make. It was not hard to make. Um, I and that's the one that I saved for last because I stressed over it. Like I really couldn't find a pattern that I liked. I couldn't find a pattern that I liked. So I really stressed over it. I saved it for last because I'm like, um, I gotta wait. I gotta wait on this one because I don't know. Um, you know. So basically her design was perfect because she did 3 rows and a pink pom-pom. I did end up, and you can't see, but I did end up doing because the hat was so wide, I couldn't just cinch it up. There was a hole, it left a hole like this big, right? And I could have sewn it up and that would have been fine. But in order to bring it together better, I did 2 rows of decreases in white, all white. So I did 2 rows of decreases and then I brought it together and it came together so well. Um, and then of course, I sewed up the little, there was a little hole that was left, but not, not so big. And so anyway, by doing the 2 rows of decreases, it made it made the top a little flatter, as you can see. And so yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Um, I will share the pattern for it. So easy. And all I have right now is um, a standard adult pattern. I could turn it into a child size pattern, but here's the thing, because the squares are 8 stitches long, and you would have to take out 2 squares in order to get the blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'd have to reconfigure all the square sizes too. So anyway, I'm just going to stick with that one, but I'll share the pattern with you. Once, excuse me, once things settle down a little bit. And so anyway, what is in your cup? What is on your hook? I'm nosy that way. I want to know. Let me know. I got to drink some more coffee. So it's funny. My Uncle Harry says I mostly have milk in my coffee, but he drinks his coffee black and puts a little bit of sugar in it. And he's like, that's the way to drink coffee. And I'm like, I don't put sugar in my coffee. I just put a little half and half in my coffee. That's the way to drink coffee. I just thought that was funny. Anyway, it's not funny to anybody else. I just thought it was funny. It was cool. Oh, when I was first a coffee drinker, I drank it black. And I remember I was working in this office and that was when Microsoft first started putting out PCs, right? And so they first started putting out personal computers and work computers. We had computers at work, but they were working on the old DOS system. So everything was like beep, 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 right? And so the boss was very into tech. And so he bought the office. Everybody got a computer, had a mouse. We didn't even know what these things were at that time, right? We didn't even know what a mouse was. That's how old I am, okay? We were like, I don't know how to use this. So he hired a guy to install all the computers because it was like so high tech, right? And now we get a laptop or a computer and we're like plug, 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 and we're like done, right? Sometimes it's only plug, plug. And so anyway, but back then it was like had an installer, and then he was there also to teach us how to use it, teach us how to use the mouse. Do you know, back in the day, they let us play solitaire so that we could practice learning how to use the mouse. True story. We got to play solitaire at work just so that we could learn how to use the mouse. Anyway, so this guy, anyway, he wanted coffee, so he got coffee, and he was like, where's the cream and sugar? And I jokingly said, you put cream and sugar in your coffee? Are you a real man? And I was just joking, but I was very young and stupid, and I would say things that you should just keep to yourself, right? I'm still learning that lesson, but I would say things, and he looked at me like I had, like I had challenged his manhood or something, and I'm like, I'm just kidding. Get whatever you want, get your milk and sugar, whatever, make it how you like it, And but I just remember that look that he gave me, like he couldn't believe I said that. Anyway, oh my goodness. I know, Naomi, right? It's like some days you just got to learn to keep your mouth shut. And I am still learning that lesson every day, every single day. And so anyway, yeah. Naomi says, I'm getting ready to run some errands, so I don't have anything on my hook yet for today. Yeah, right after this live, we're going to run to Sam's Club in Knoxville and do a pickup. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tanya is the new owner of a CPAP machine. And so, yeah. So she's got to get used to it. And so I hope it goes well for her, because from what I understand, the people that use it, that are able to use it, I know it's a learning curve, and I know it's like some people just cannot get used to it. But those that can, it really changes their life. It gives them more energy. It just makes things a whole lot easier, Yeah. So I hope it works for her. Definitely. 3 eyes. What? What does that mean? I do not know. Naomi, what does 3 eyes mean? Yesterday on Naomi's Live, Naomi, I have a confession to make. While I was watching you, I was playing a game on my phone. And so that's why I wasn't chatting so much. I was watching you on the TV and I was talking to you. I was talking and chatting and everything, but I wish that you could hear me chatting with you, right? Because I'm on the other side and you're saying something. I'm like, yep, that's right. And I'm playing this new game on my phone that I don't know. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. It's called, let me see if I can see what it's called. Matching Story. And I don't know why. It's got, excuse me, it's got like different elements to it, and it's very friendly looking, and I like, and then it has matching on the board, and then you can play these quests where you match jewels, you blow, and it's kind of like oh, what do you call it? Candy Crush. It's kind of like Candy Crush, and but then it's also a matching game. Anyway, I'm crazy about this game. I'm like really hooked on it. And oh, that's how people look at you when you say stupid stuff, like you have 3 eyes. Gotcha. Yes, that's exactly the way he looked at me. Like, where did you come from? Who are you? So anyway, I was just having fun. But yeah, 3 eyes. That's right. When you say Dumb stuff. I don't think you ever say anything dumb, Naomi. I've never heard you say anything dumb. Now, me, I say dumb things all the time. Yeah. Oh, me, oh my. Oh, me, oh my. So, yeah. So, like, I am really hooked on this game. And, like it has matchy things on it. It has cute animals. And, see how cute it is? Like, I just can't stand it. Anyway, I turned it off so I'm not tempted to play while I sit and chat with you, because that would be absolutely rude, right? That would be so rude. So let's see. I showed you the hat, and oh, let's talk yarn. Let's talk yarn. So as you can see behind me, well, right now it kind of looks like I have some yarn, but all of the yarn, like right behind Carl, is scrubby yarn. The yarn behind me right here is scrubby yarn. The yarn right here is acrylic. I should move it somewhere else, but I thought it would look really pretty there, but then it looks too dark, even though it's not that dark. Like when I look at it with my eyes, it's beautiful stripy yarn, but when it's on the screen, it just looks like black yarn. So I need to move it. This yarn up here, this yarn in this row is my cotton yarn. And some of that yarn I've had for many, 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 many years. Now the yarn up here is blend cotton, right? And then right here, I have a couple like 2-weight yarn or 1-weight yarn. I don't know. It's like thread. And then up here, I don't know what's up there. I got an alien and something else going on up there. I don't know what it is. Let me see. Oh, that is a 5-weight yarn, acrylic. So I need some cotton yarn, and I need to get some where I can just go get some balls of yarn and like, yeah. So I think I need some cotton yarn. I don't need any acrylic, but I'm running out of colors. As you can see, I have like light whites and tans and like a weird green right here. I have some red and I have a little bit of pink, but that yarn, the pink yarn is from Hobie, and I ordered that yarn in 2019. So I have been using it as I need pink things. I have been using it. And then this yarn right here, there's a couple, there's a couple of the Hobie pinks and Hobie maroons, and yeah. So, yeah, I'm needing more colors because as you can see, let's see, I do have one blue, one dark blue in there, but like I don't have colors of cotton yarn. I don't have any. It's like really boring. Don't you think that's really boring? I think it's really boring. And so I do need some colors. Let's see, what is that yarn down there? Oh, yeah. That's also this right next to Carl right here is acrylic yarn. So I kind of broke my own rule and have some acrylic on here. I was supposed to just have cotton. I don't have enough for just cotton. So that's what that's all about. And so yeah. Oh, Angelise, hello. Yellow, right? Oh, the yellow. Okay, the yellow here is cotton. That's cotton, and that is from making the sunflowers. So the sunflower keychains that I made for the wedding in April. Yeah, for these sunflower keychains, which, see, that was really nice. Says thank you for celebrating our special day. That was a really nice, I mean, this, like the keychain itself is beautiful, right? But this right here elevated it. And so, yeah, this little sign just elevated it. But so that's where that yellow comes from, and there's a little bit of brown left. Yeah, yellow and brown. So that's cool. Very cool. Um, but as far as like reds and blues and greens, and I do have a little bit of pink, um, orange, and we've got a little bit of brown, we have yellow, purple, like all the different colors. I don't have them. And then there are also variegated cottons that are amazing. And yeah, I don't have enough of those either. But part of the reason is because I thank you, Angelise. Part of the reason is because during my summer of the dishcloth, I used up a lot of my cotton, a lot of it, a lot. So, anyway, I don't know. It was like over 20 skeins of, or 20 balls of cotton that I used. And so, anyway, yeah, I need to replenish because, who knows when that is going to hit me again, right? That, I need to do some, yeah, who knows? Who knows? So, anyway, I've got a couple things that I've designed that I need to do tutorials for, but I have yet to do a tutorial here in Tennessee. Hey, Cree, how are you? Cree Designs, how are you? It's good to see you. And so Michelle said, I'm still working on hats to donate. My goal is 100 hats. I'm probably at about 80 done. That's awesome. So is your personal goal to make 100 hats, or would you count hats that are like donated too? That is awesome. Yeah. Yay. And Angelise says, good morning. God bless you, my Yarny family. So she's saying hello to everyone. And we're so glad that you're here, Angelise. And Naomi says, that's funny. I do the same thing at times when I'm watching stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I need to get some refills. Because like these two are scrubby yarns. And the only reason I have so much scrubby is because I bought it on clearance when it was $1. And like I could not resist. Because you put the scrubby yarn with other yarn to make the scrubbies. And so yeah, because I can't just crochet with scrubby. It just doesn't work for me. But you put it with something and then you have the scrubby. So yeah. In fact, I need to make some more round scrubbies. I really do. Maybe that's what I need to concentrate on. And like I can use this yellow and maybe do yellow with some white, because this white is some of that is just cotton from let's see, it was Dollar Tree yarn. And the Dollar Tree yarn kind of splits a little bit and it's not the best yarn, but it's okay. It's okay yarn. It's Premier, just cotton. But the Dollar Tree yarn is definitely out there to, and quite honestly, now that it's $1.25, it's up to you whether it's worth it or not. I mean, ounce per ounce, it's cheaper than, going to the store, even Walmart or Hobby Lobby or whatever to get, 1.5 ounces or 1.8 ounces or, however much they give you depending on the type you get. Because obviously, if you get the variegated, they're going to give you the smaller ball. If you get the solid, they're going to give you more because they didn't have to do as much work on that one, right? But it's okay. And it's okay if you use that to mix with other things. So, yeah. Yeah. One other thing that I just thought of, we had to take up our crochet rugs that were in our bathroom. And I'm really sad about that. But Dobby, my cat, is having health issues. Can anybody help me? So he has started peeing on things. And he's 7, 8, almost 8 years old. So, and he has started peeing on things. And I know that part of that was because we discovered that he's diabetic. So now he's on insulin. He's been peeing on my sofa. And he was started off peeing on the rugs. And we were like, come on, dude, what's wrong with you? And then we discovered that he is diabetic. So we've been taking him to the vet. She thinks that, the peeing outside of the litter box is part of him just not feeling well. So we may have to adjust his meds next time we go. I'm hoping that it works because I can't have a cat that's peeing on my sofa, That's a really expensive piece of furniture. And for him to pee on, anyway, it's just really bad. So if you have any advice, I am up for it because I really liked having my crochet rugs down on the floor. I really like that. They feel good on my feet. And when you make the crochet rugs, you just make it, I used a double strand of cotton, and you basically just make it any shape you want. You make it, half double crochet, in a rectangle for in front of the shower. I made one that was star shaped for in front of the sink, and basically whatever shape you want to make it. And you just use a bigger hook and 2 strands of cotton. And then once you get done and you've used it, and you stick it in the wash, you can stick it in the wash, you can use bleach, it doesn't matter. It's not, all it's going to do is fade out the colors just a tiny bit, but it's going to make them look just even way cooler. I made scrap rugs, okay? And so I would just attach yarn to either strand randomly, and it would just change the whole look of the rug. And once you wash them and put them back down on your floor, they just feel so soft and squishy on your feet. Such lovely rugs. But we haven't been able to use them because of little Dobby. So, and I can't get rid of him because I know what will happen if I get rid of him. People aren't going to put up with that, and they're not going to be kind to him. And he is such a sweet boy, and I am not risking his well-being. I'm not, but I need to find a solution. So we do take him back to his doctor next week. So I'm going to tell her that he's still peeing, and in fact, he's peeing on the sofa now. And so she probably will up his meds. But the risk is you have to be very careful because you don't want him to crash with a sugar low. Yay. Okay, so Michelle says her personal goal is to donate 100 hats. That's nice. And Cree says, I donate knitted sweaters for poor kids. That's wonderful, Cree. I love that. You did 35 sweaters and 20 hats for kids. That's amazing. I just love this community. Don't you love this community where we have this gift of crochet and knit, and we are willing to share our joy with others and help warm others. And how awesome that is. Good morning, Miguel. Good morning to you, my friend. How are you? I hope that you are having a good day. I hope that you're feeling well today. And I know that you are headed to the laundromat. And so be safe. Catherine, my sweet friend Catherine, how are you? How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Oh my goodness, look who else is here. Oh my goodness, Tara. Tara, long time no talk. Hope you all are well. We are doing well. Tara, how are you? Tell us, have you started on your house yet? Tell us, tell us. Hmm. Yes. And Naomi says, oh, wow, Tara, what? So great to see you back. How are you? Long time. Catherine, bubby pads. You know, it would work, except we don't know where he's going to pee. We don't know where, and he doesn't always do it where you want. Because we do have bubby pads down for, I know you're saying puppy pads, but I like bubby pads. So I'm going to say it. And we do have puppy pads down for Tanya's little dog. And so it's not that it's just that he just pees wherever he has the urge. So if he's on the back of the couch, I don't know. Um, Tara has been well, been busy and trying to stay off your devices. Good for you. Good for you. You know, I think we live life more authentically when we're not on our devices all the time. Now, I like my devices because, you know, I just told you about this game that I have that I'm like really crazy about, the Matchy Matchy game. I love that game. But, and then I love staying in touch with friends and family. But, um, you know, not being on your phone all the time is really good. In fact, there have been times when I've gone down to the last few times that I've gone down to the chicken coop, I haven't even taken my phone with me. I've just been down there and enjoyed the moment. Didn't get any pictures or any video or anything, just enjoyed the moment. And so, anyway, yesterday we went down to the chicken coop and Mom and Doran went with me and we went down and we sat, we let the chickens out. And Mom had some sweet potato peels and they love them. One of the chickens grabbed one of the peels and ran, and all the other chickens chased her. They're like, come back here with that, like it was a worm or something, right? It was so funny. And then I went back up to the house and got an apple, cut the center out, and threw out big chunks of apple. Boy, do they love apple. Oh my goodness, they're like, yum. So I think before we left, that apple was just about gone. And so oh yeah. Oh, Tara says been struggling with a dog that pees on things. Wish I had help, but nope. Yeah. Thank you, Tara, for the commiserating with me. Ooh, Angelise is still working on her scarf. That sounds fun. Oh my goodness. You know, I need to make some scarves for the winter. I mean, I need to make some more scarves for the winter. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Love people, love you back. Yeah. 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 Oh, and Angelise has been doing embroidery. That's wonderful. Embroidery is such a lost art, don't you think? I mean, how beautiful is embroidery and the work that comes out of it? It's just amazing. Just amazing. It is a lost art, though. It really is. Oh, Catherine says just put them everywhere. So I would have to like buy this one humongous pea pad and put it on my sofa. Make pea pads for rugs, right? So them I could crochet them together and just put them out, right? Oh, oh no. One of your dogs started peeing on things and you found out that he started having dementia. Poor baby. Poor baby. Oh. Tara says should be moving in the spring. Matt is making it special because it's his last home for himself he is building. It's taking a while. Custom takes time. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Practice. Yeah. You just have to keep practicing, don't you? Yeah. You just have to keep doing it. Oh, yes. Catherine says, I'm going to make wheat stitch scarves and doggy sweaters. Yes, doggy sweaters. Oh my goodness. I love it. I wonder if Roxy would go absolutely crazy if I put a sweater on her. I wonder. I don't know. And little Sapphire, she doesn't need a sweater because she's a Pomeranian. She walks around with a fur coat 24/7, 365. She's hot stuff. She'll tell you that too. Oh, practicing for the better. Yeah. Practicing for the better. Yeah. Just keep practicing. Oh, wow. So he's also building 2 other homes while he's building yours. Yeah, that is quite the commitment. So definitely, definitely. But listen, building the other houses helps you afford to build your house, and your house is going to be lovely when it gets done. And it's going to be worth the wait. I promise. I promise. It's going to be worth the wait. Definitely. So definitely. Oh my goodness. That is wonderful news. Wonderful news. So friends, I'm going to run. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm so glad that you got to hang out with me today and I got to hang out with you. And let's keep crocheting. And don't give up on your embroidery, on your knitting, on your crocheting, on your diamond dots, whatever it is that at this moment is helping you relax and have peace and just be able to get through the days feeling good. Go for it, right? I mean, as long as it's legal. We got our fun things, right? Have a great day, everyone. And Tara, I'm so glad that you caught the live today. Listen, don't be a stranger, come on back. I was thinking about you the other day, and I was like, she'll come back when she's ready. I know that life gets busy. I know that you have, your chickens and your goats, and you have work, and you have family, and I know, and dogs and birds and cats. I don't know. Do you have cats? Maybe you don't have cats. I know you have birds and dogs. And so I know life gets busy. And so come on back when you can. And so for everyone, I will see you again next time. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will see you next time.